Hello, hello. Hello everyone, welcome to ACE Online. So you all know that we are conducting the marathon sessions of different subjects. You might have gone through reasoning and current affairs, right? So in this part of this marathon sessions, we are going to have geography, okay? So few things before we start discussing the questions. We can say it's the most important, rather than most important, I would say the areas which they will going to ask you the questions. And geography has the highest weightage. You have 50 marks for the general studies, right, general knowledge. Out of that, geography has the highest, around 5 to 7, sometimes even they have asked 5 to 8 questions. So geography has the highest weightage among the general study subjects, okay, apart from reasoning and all. Within the general study subjects, we have highest questions from geography, right? So it's very important. My intention is to make you know that this is a very important subject, right, for scoring high marks in the general studies. And also through this session, we are not just solving the questions. We are going to touch a lot of areas which are frequently asked in the SSC JE examination, right? So you cannot just mug up the questions that we are going to discuss here. You have to revise your notes, and in the last few days, whatever the areas that we are going to touch, those areas you have to prepare well. And those who are our classroom students of SSC JE or maybe online students also, we have already given you the class notes. I have clearly given you geography class notes and the areas which are very important for exam. But anyway, we will take one topic at a time, and we will take one MCQ also. I'll be discussing some important details as well. So it is like a quick revision session, kind of YouTube session, rather than it's a solving just MCQs. And we will take one question at a time. Take 10-15 seconds to answer the question. Then I'll tell you the answer, and also I'll explain you. Okay. So you have to revise the content also very quickly, right? So let's start without any delay. Okay. First question. according to the nebular hypothesis, we will go by topic wise, right. According to the nebular hypothesis, the solar system is originated from. The question is asking how the solar system was originated, and that too they have linked it to the nebular hypothesis according to those theory. A supernova explosion, a captured planetary system, a collision between two stars, a gained rotating cloud of gas and dust. So take 10-15 seconds and then try to answer the question. Okay. See, you might be aware that our universe emerged from a single dot. This is called as a Big Bang theory. Big Bang theory, right. So that means our universe that we are seeing entirely, universe includes everything, earth, the sun, this remote, pen, everything that surrounds, air also, right. So this theory proposed that the universe was a single dot, which is called as a singularity, the concept of singularity, right. That means a single dot. Then because of the infinite temperature, infinite pressure inside this single dot, it bursted and started expanding. So this is a Big Bang theory. Now within that we have after that we have formed it led to formation of galaxies and number of stars because of the density differences, as the different densities cannot combine together. So different densities formed different galaxies and different stars. Out of that there is a one star, that is sun. Sun is our star, right. So all the bodies around the sun are included in the solar system. Now the question is asking, this theory of formation of solar system was explained by nebular hypothesis. This theory explained the formation of solar system. Now according to that theory, how the solar system was formed? This is a question. Now if you see, this theory says that, and mostly accepted, this theory says that after the formation of universe and that too formation of our star sun, there was a cloud of gas. It's like all the gas with the cloud around, lot of dust particles around it. Over the period of time, as it is rotating, all the particles came together and it led to the formation of planets, sun and then planets around it. So this is the theory proposed by nebular hypothesis. So basically it's a gained rotating cloud of gas and dust. As it is rotating continuously in the space, all the dust came together and led to formation of different stars. So therefore the formation of solar system happened. So the reason is the gained rotating cloud of gas and dust. So answer is D. Someone said supernova explosion is different thing. It is related to the stars formation. Okay, I explained you just now. The universe formed through Big Bang theory, but nebular hypothesis explained the formation of solar system. This is a previous question in SSC JE, but they have simply asked what is nebular hypothesis. But now the question is slightly different. So it is a gained rotating cloud of gas and dust. So you need to know about all this theory and what it explains, right. This is about the first question. So you can see, so whatever I have explained, what is the nebular hypothesis, I have just pointed out some points. You can pause the video and you can just read it, right. So you can expect a question, as this is a previous question. Next one, we are solving some questions related to solar system. Okay, terrestrial planets generally contain which gases in their atmosphere? I'll explain you the formation of solar system, what are the different planets and all, but try to solve the questions from your knowledge that you have gained over the years, right. Hydrogen and helium, methane and ammonia, nitrogen and carbon dioxide, and only oxygen. Now I am giving you 10 seconds time, please answer for this question. What is the answer? Anyway, so our intention is not just solving the question, I will be discussing the different planets, right. So the answer is C, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. You might be aware that Earth has highest composition of nitrogen. Earth is a terrestrial planet. So let me explain you. So answer is actually C, not B. Okay. So let me explain you what are terrestrial planets and what are the outer planets and all. So this is a sun. I'll explain you whole solar system. You can expect a question. If they touch, you have to answer. So this is a kind of quick revision session. So we have total 8 planets. Okay. We have total 8 planets. So we'll discuss everything about solar system. First planet is Mercury, second planet is Venus, then Earth, then Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, there's a Saturn, then we have Uranus, Neptune, right. So Mercury, you have to remember in sequence also, in exam they will touch this part. Mercury, then we have Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, then Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Now these first four planets are called as terrestrial planets. Terrestrial means life, possibility of life. In Earth there is a life. Mars also we have proof of water, microorganisms. Similarly in Venus as well as Mercury we have a slight gases which are possible for life. So these 4 are called as terrestrial planets. Okay. And this outer planets, outer 4 are called as what? Outer planets are Jovian planets. These are terrestrial planets. These are Jovian planets. Okay. So now if you want to know the difference, these terrestrial planets mainly consist of nitrogen and carbon dioxide, whereas the outer planets mainly consist of hydrogen and helium. Also the inner planets or terrestrial planets are small in size, whereas outer planets are larger in size. Okay. So these inner planets also have important life feature, that is the nitrogen and carbon dioxide that we just discussed. These are icy grains, whereas these are solid cores. Inside that we have a solid cores, whereas these planets are icy gains, right. And some important facts about these planets. Earth has the highest density among all the planets. Very important question, there is a possibility. And lowest density is with the Saturn, low density. I am discussing all the facts, try to remember. And Mercury is the smallest and nearest in terms of size, it is the smallest. And Jupiter is the largest. Okay. And highest moons are located in Saturn, around 146, highest moon. And the largest moon among all the solar system is Ganymede, which is moon of Jupiter, right. So all these facts are important. And Earth has only one moon, right. Mars has 2 moons. Mercury and Venus does not have any moon. Mars has 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. Okay. Jupiter have around 90 moons, Saturn 146 moons. Okay. And Venus and Earth are called as a twin planets because of their size and mass. Also Uranus and Neptune are called as a twin planets because of the same size and mass, right. Apart from these planets, we also have asteroids. Asteroids are rocky objects, they are not planets, but they are hard rocky objects that are revolving around the sun, located between Mars and Jupiter. Very important. So very popular question. So all these facts related to solar system is very important. You can expect a question. Okay. So that is about the solar system. Okay. So try to remember all the facts, you can expect a question. Next one, again one more question related to solar system. What is Theia in the context of formation of solar system? So what is Theia? This was, even though I discussed this in the class, if you are a student of ACE, we have discussed this in class, but the question actually can be linked to the current affairs. Recently, a week or 10 days back, there was an article in the Hindu newspaper that Theia was now being researched. They are finding new things about Theia. Okay. Anyway, let's solve the questions first. A hypothetical protoplanet that collided with the Earth to form Moon. Then a comet that brought water to early Earth. A dwarf planet means similar to, like Pluto is now not a planet, in the outer solar system. A large asteroid that created the Chicxulub crater. So now tell me, what is Theia related to? You can link it to the current affairs also. As I was telling you, this was recently mentioned in the Hindu newspaper. See, these are all very basic, covered from NCERTs itself. You have to try to answer. Okay. Anyway, Theia is a small hypothetical protoplanet that collided with Earth. If you see, this is the Earth. Some protoplanet called Theia, like Mars size subject, came and strike on the Earth, and this led to chipping away of a solid object. So this was chipping away of a small object from Earth, and because of gravitational force, it started revolving around the Earth, which we call it as a moon. So very important point. So Theia is a space object which has striken the Earth, leading to formation of a small object called moon, which started revolving around the moon. So that is the question. So answer basically is hypothetical protoplanet that collided with the Earth to form the early moon. Right? So that is the question. Next one, very easy question. See, try to answer. Even if it is wrong, it's fine. Try to answer. Why? If you answer wrong, you will be easily remember that question. If you answer correct, you may forget that, you may think that you know this answer. But if you answer wrong, actually it's a positive. If you wrong the question, if you answer the question wrong here, you will able to remember for long, for your exam especially, right? So next question, so try to answer. Which of the following lines is used to determine the world time? You might be aware that in India we have a different time, in Australia we have a different time, in UK we have a different time. So which line is deciding the world time zones? Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, first meridian, equator. What is this? So let me answer this first, then I'll try to discuss. It is first meridian, also called as prime meridian, or also called as Greenwich. They will try to confuse you. Okay, you might be aware about Greenwich, but it is also called as prime meridian or first meridian, that is 0 degree longitude. Now if you see the Earth and this is the Sun, Earth rotates around itself like this. Rotation means like this. Revolution means moving around other objects. So as Earth is rotating, every place, points to Sun and then it moves backward. So that's why we have a 24 hours. As only we place exactly on Sun, we will get the 12 PM afternoon, then time gets changed. So this is decided based on 0 degree longitude, which is also called as, it's basically longitude, 0 degree longitude based on Greenwich. Greenwich is a place in London. So those people decided the time and fixed this from Greenwich, London. So every longitude will have the time difference with respect to the first meridian. For every 1 degree, there is a change of 4 minutes. You might have watched Crickbuzz when you are checking the score. You might have seen GMT, IST and all. So GMT is nothing but Greenwich meridian time. With reference to that, every place is measured. So for every 1 degree longitude change, we have a 4 minutes. And if it is eastern hemisphere, as sun rises in the east, they are advanced. That means if in UK there is a 12 PM, we are advanced. That means we are 5:30 PM in the evening. Because sun already came to us, and the places towards the west of Greenwich, they will be backwards. That means morning. So if it is 12 PM in the London, then it can be 11 AM, 10 AM. So all this kind of topics are very important for the exam. Try to revise the longitude and time related concept. So this is the answer, first meridian. Okay. Next question. Which of the following is a major causes of seasons on earth? Seasons on earth is a very important topic, more than any other topic that we discussed in the solar system, previous topics. This is the most important. You can expect a question from this region. So they are asking which of the following is a major causes of seasons on earth? Earth rotation, shape of earth, earth's revolution and tilt, distance from the sun. Very good. Some two people have answered, Sawmill and Shadow Monarch. Good, correct. So the answer is Earth's revolution and tilt. Let me briefly tell you the concept of tilt. Actually, if this is the sun and assume this is the earth, this is the vertical axis, this is the vertical axis, right? So let's say this is earth and this is sun. So these vertical axes are not exactly parallel. These are not parallel. Sun's vertical axis is straight, but earth's vertical axis is tilted like this, right? You can see here. So earth's axis, vertical axis is tilted. So that means earth is not exactly straight vertically, rather it is tilted like this. So because of that, imagine this, very important. Now let's divide this earth into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. Okay. Now as there is a tilt, northern hemisphere is experiencing the near one, that is summer. Then imagine it goes to this position. Then southern hemisphere came near to the sun. So that's why we have a summer winter kind of differences because of the tilt. The tilt is not changing, tilt is fixed like this. Only that in this position northern hemisphere has tilted towards sun, and in this position southern hemisphere has tilted towards the sun. So that's why summers vary. Now to quickly discuss the seasons on earth. See, we cannot discuss innumerably, it's a 40 hours subject. So I am just quickly going through, you have to revise it. Okay. So this is the sun on June 21, northern hemisphere tilts towards the sun. So that's why we have a summer solstice. And on 23rd September, after 3 months, now see this position, there is no tilt impact. Tilt impact is only this side or this side, there is no tilt impact. So this is called as a equinox on September 23rd. So it is called as a equinox. In northern hemisphere we call it as a autumn, in southern hemisphere we call it as a spring. Okay. Then after 3 more months, that is on December 22nd, now northern hemisphere is tilted away, southern hemisphere has come near. So we experience summer in the southern hemisphere, winter in the northern hemisphere. That's why it is called as a winter solstice, because northern hemisphere has higher population, southern hemisphere is full of oceans, only few countries, few population are residing. So that's why whatever the season northern hemisphere experiences, the same is named here. So as northern hemisphere is experiencing winter, it is called as a winter solstice. Again after 3 more months, on 21st March, we face equinox, no tilt impact. So spring in the northern hemisphere, autumn in the southern hemisphere. So again a very important topic, right? So this is about the earth's tilt. Try to remember. Next question. So we have discussed about earth tilt. So because of the tilt and the revolution, both together they are changing the seasons, right? We have discussed the seasons also. Next one, the type of shadow where the shadow becomes smaller as it reaches earth during solar eclipse, a very important topic from solar system. Solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse, both are important concepts. So they are saying, they are asking the shadow casted during solar system. So let's discuss solar system first, then you can answer the question. Options are umbra, penumbra, autumbra and then none. Okay. So let's discuss two concepts of solar and lunar eclipse. This is the solar eclipse. Eclipse means what? Basically eclipse means any space object coming between two other space objects and obstructing the light receiving towards the other object. So that means sun has a light, earth does not have its own light. So moon is coming in between and obstructing the sunlight. So this phenomena is called as eclipse, and earth experience two kind of eclipse. When moon is in between sun and earth, it is called as solar eclipse. This is called as solar eclipse. And when moon comes to this position, that is, you can see here, sun, earth and moon. So in this case we got the lunar eclipse when earth is between moon and sun. But the question is asking about the shadows. Two kind of shadows are casted. You can see here, this is moon, the sunlight which is receiving, as moon is smaller than earth, so the also moon is smaller than sun, the shadow gets decreases. So this shadow which got decrease in the size is called as umbra. And also after hitting moon, there will be a reflection of light. That is the physics. Reflection. One is complete shadow and after that it is reflecting. So there will be a dim light which is called as a penumbra. The shadow which is increasing is called as penumbra and the shadow which is decreasing is called as umbra. So here the question is the type of shadow where the shadow becomes smaller as it reaches earth during solar eclipse is called as what? You have to answer now. After discussion, at least you should answer the question. What is the answer? Umbra. We just discussed. The shadow gets smaller. Okay. Same with lunar also, lunar eclipse also, when earth comes, so the shadow gets decreases, it is called as umbra, and shadow increased, then it is called as a penumbra. Correct, correct. Right. Next question. Still we are going to solve lot of questions. Okay, it's a marathon session. I am covering solar system. After that we will discuss about geomorphology, oceanography, climatology. Then Indian geography is more important. We will discuss about rivers and all. So be patient and try to get this 5 to 7 marks through this session. The main source of energy for endogenic process of earth. So this is a geomorphology. We are done with the solar system. The main source of energy for endogenic process of earth. Solar radiation, wind energy, ocean currents, radioactive decay inside the earth. So let me discuss the concept, then we'll answer the question. Geomorphology means, what is geomorphology? Geo, earth, morphology, changes. So the changes on earth, the studying the changes on earth and also inside of earth is called as geomorphology. Geomorphology, changes on earth and inside of earth. Changes caused on the surface of earth is because of the sunlight. So the changes like rain, wind or leading to process of mountain, any changes on earth is because of the sunlight. These are called as a exogenic. Exo means outside. Exogenic forces. Whereas inside of earth, the changes that are caused inside of earth like earthquake, movement of plates, volcanoes, these are called as endogenic forces, inside forces. So for exogenic, the major cause is sunlight, whereas for endogenic is the radioactive decay. Means inside of earth there are lot of elements like uranium, thorium, different. When these are unstable, when these are unstable, they get react and they emit energy from it. All this process is called as a radioactive decay. So now answer the question. The main source of energy for endogenic process, that is inside of earth. Solar radiation, wind energy, ocean currents, radioactive decay inside earth. So inside itself is a clue. Inside means endo. So that is the answer. D. Correct. Shadow and sawmill. Right, right, good. Next one, the layer responsible for tectonic plate movement. So you know we get lot of earthquakes. This is a very important topic even from current affairs. You might be aware we got recently earthquake in Iran, Afghanistan, Nepal also, and like many times in Delhi we get lot of earthquakes, right? So which layer of earth is responsible for the plate movement? Inner core, crust, lithosphere, asthenosphere. This is to make you confuse. Let's see. We will discuss first the earth interior, then you can tell the answer. If you consider this as a earth, inside of earth we have three major layers. This is the crust up to top 100 kilometers thickness. Okay. Then we have mantle. This is the mantle. Okay. This zone is called as mantle. Then we have core, and also this mantle is divided into, this is outer mantle, this is inner mantle. Also core, this is inner core, this is outer core. This is the subdivision of the layers. Now there is a unique layer called lithosphere. Lithosphere, understand this, lithosphere very important. Lithosphere. Lithosphere is the crust plus uppermost mantle. Upper mantle. So lithosphere is nothing but crust plus uppermost mantle. Within upper mantle, so this one up to here. So this thickness is called as a lithosphere, and this lithosphere is divided into number of plates: Pacific plate, African plate, Antarctic plate, Indo-Australian plate, number of plates, and whenever these plates move, the energy is released, okay, and then it leads to formation of earthquake. But here the layer responsible for tectonic plate movement they are asking, not causing of earthquake, but tectonic plate movement, that means how plates move. So just below lithosphere, if you consider this crust and then uppermost mantle, this as a lithosphere, just below that we have asthenosphere. This is just below lithosphere, we have asthenosphere in the upper mantle itself. It consists of molten magma, viscous magma, which enables the plate movement. So these plates are moving because just asthenosphere is just below this lithosphere. It is enabling, as if asthenosphere would have been solid, then the plates might have not moved. As this is a molten material, it is enabling the plate movement. Alright. So answer is asthenosphere. Very confusing. Most of the people may stuck with these two options. Okay. This is a previous question in RRB, railway RRB JE examination. So there may repeat in the SSC JE also. So answer is asthenosphere. So very important. So try to remember all these layers. Okay. So to quickly revise about other layers also. So in exam they may ask you about other layers also. You can see crust is a solid and it has a Cl, that means silica and aluminium. Silica and aluminium is the major composition in crust. Upper mantle is semi-solid, 55% is olivine and 35% is pyroxene. Lower mantle is solid, it has Cma, not Cl, that is silica and magnesium. Then outer core is liquid, that's why we have a magnetic field around earth. You might have done in physics also. All these questions can be connected to physics, chemistry as well. Then here knife, that is nickel and ferrous iron. Inner core solid again, nickel and ferrous. So again a very important content that need to be remembered for the exam. Let's move to the next question. This is related to the continents and oceans. According to the Wegener, Alfred Wegener, he is a person who proposed the plate tectonic theory, right? All continents were once part of supercontinent called. According to Wegener, all continents were once part of supercontinent called. This was not the direct question, it is a statement based. This year civil services in May 2025 they gave 3 statements about this theory. So in all exams they are keep repeating the questions, but in a simple pattern, as this is a SSC exam. Gondwana, Laurasia, Pangaea, Rodinia. Anyone aware of it? So let me discuss the theory, then I'll come back to the question. You can answer later. So according to the Wegener, some around 225 million years ago, all the Earth's surface is covered with solid one continent. There was no different continents like Australia, Asia. All the continents were together, which is called as a Pangea. All the continents together were called as Pangea, and all the water is called as Panthalassa. Panthalassa. Okay. So this is the proposition. After few years, after around 75 million years, that means around 150 million years ago, this Pangea divided into Laurasia and Gondwana. The whole Pangea was broken down into two continents, Laurasia and Gondwana. You can see here India hiding here in the Gondwana. Earlier it is part of southern hemisphere. Now it is part of northern hemisphere. You can see how India broken down. So this Gondwana and Laurasia divided into number of continents, and finally the present case of different continents, right. So this is the proposition made by Alfred Wegener. Now let us see the question. According to Alfred Wegener, all continents were once part of supercontinent called. Now answer the question. So he is saying around 225 million years ago, all the continents were together. Which is the continent? Now answer the question. Correct. Very good. It is Pangea. Panthalassa is the water part. This Pangea divided into Laurasia and Gondwana. So obviously many people will choose Gondwana because that is the popular one which they have heard. You should not answer the question like that. Whatever you have heard somewhere should not be the answer. You have to understand and try to remember the concept. Okay. Next, let's move to the next question. This is related to the earthquakes. I will discuss the concept also. Which of the following correctly describes the motion caused by the P waves? P waves means primary waves. These are related to the earthquakes. You might have read in disaster management also, primary waves. Which of the following correctly describe the primary waves? They are perpendicular vibration creating crusts and troughs, circular motion, compression and rarefaction, random vibration in all directions. Before solving the question, let us discuss the concept, then we will answer the question. Okay. So if let us say this is the earth, we just discussed that earthquake occurs when lithosphere plates moves like this and the energy gets released, right. So when the energy is released, this point is called as focus or hypocenter. Wherever the first energy is released inside of here, that point is called as focus or hypocenter, and the point exactly above the surface which for the first time faces the earthquake. First time means after releasing the energy, this is the first point to experience the earthquake on the surface. This point is called as epicenter. This point is called as a epicenter. Okay. Now this energy is travelled in form of waves. So there are the waves which are inside of earth are called as body waves, and once they reach the surface they hit the rocks and then energy is travelled through those surface rocks, these in form of waves. These are called as surface waves. Surface waves. So body waves again are classified into two types, P waves and S waves. P waves are the primary waves, that means these are the first waves to start after the earthquake. So these P waves move like this in a straight direction, in a longitudinal waves, like sound waves, how sound travels in a longitudinal. So this causes, this movement straight longitudinal causes compression and rarefaction, tension, right, compression and rarefaction, right. Whereas S waves are similar to water ripples, it forms in the ripples like this. So P waves can travel through solids, liquids, gases like sound waves, whereas S waves can travel only through solids. So compression and rarefaction is the causing of the primary waves. Then in surface waves we have love waves and Rayleigh waves. I have discussed this in the class. If you are a student of ACE, you should answer this question. I don't know, some students are there or not. Rayleigh waves, love waves are the ones which have minimum destruction. Most of the destruction is caused by Rayleigh waves, where it oscillates all the buildings itself. All the materials are oscillated in this direction. So, these Rayleigh waves are the highest destructing waves, right. So, that is about the 4 earthquake waves: origin and body waves and surface waves, focus, hypocenter, also, and then epicenter. Also, one more thing we can discuss here about earthquakes, that is measurement of earthquake. We have 2 scales to measure earthquake: magnitude scale, that is Richter scale, and intensity scale, that is Mercalli scale, and we follow based on energy release, that is Richter scale, how much energy is released, right. So, that is about the 2 scales which we measure the earthquakes, okay. So, that is about the earthquake and related data. Next one, which of the following pairs is correctly matched? So, this is from the rocks topic. This is from the rocks topic. So, they are asking correctly matched. This is very easy. If there are some civil engineers here, you should answer this question. You might have done geology also, at least in your engineering also you might have done. Igneous rocks, stratified rocks, sedimentary rocks, fossiliferous rocks, igneous, porous rocks, they are saying sedimentary, formed from the magma. So, they are asking correctly matched. Now, tell me the answer. Which one is correctly matched? Okay. So, there are 3 kinds of rocks, that is igneous rocks, then sedimentary rocks, then metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks, okay. How are igneous rocks are formed? Igneous rocks are formed because of the solidification of lava or magma. Right. So, whenever lava comes and solidifies, then it will lead to formation of igneous rocks. So, magma is called when it solidifies interior of earth. Those are called as intrusive igneous rocks, and when lava comes out of surface, then solidified, then leading to formation of igneous rocks, they are called as extrusive igneous rocks. So, as lava and magma has higher temperature, there won't be any possibility of life, okay, because in the temperature no fossils can be found. Sedimentary rocks are formed due to what? They are formed due to weathering and erosion. So, that means it can form to layers. As some material deposited, one layer is formed. After few years, some other layer is formed. So, these are formed due to weathering and erosion. These are called as stratified rocks. Metamorphic rocks formed due to recrystallization or rearrangement of internal structure because of physical or biological chemical process, right. So, igneous rocks or sedimentary rocks, even if the internal structures are changed because of external forces, then it lead to formation of metamorphic rocks. Now, igneous rocks are not stratified. As I said, it is formed because of erosion and weathering. These are sedimentary. Sedimentary rocks are fossiliferous, correct. It has fossils. Whatever the dead matter, bones and all is accumulated during weathering and erosion process. Igneous rocks are not porous. They are impervious. They are very tightly packed. Sedimentary rocks are porous. Sedimentary rocks are not formed from magma. They are formed by weathering and erosion. This is igneous rocks. So, answer is B. This is about the rocks topic. Next one. This is again a landform or related topic. A gorge. You might have heard canyon, gorge and all, right. A gorge is best described as, this is also previous question from NTPC, RRB NTPC, I have directly taken. A wide valley with gentle slope. Valley means this. with gentle slopes, a deep valley with steep sides, equal width at bottom and top. That means if these are the two blocks, rock blocks, and a river is running. So these are the two blocks where top and bottom widths are almost equal, they are saying. Then a valley with steep like slopes and greater width at top. That means there is more width at this block at the top and less width at the bottom. A funnel shaped hollow framed erosion, like this they are saying. So which one is a gorge? So basically gorge is a deep valley. Valley means, you know, right, when you walk in Tirumala hills, just right side or left side of your path, you might have seen a continuous valley. So gorge is a continuous valley where top and bottom widths are same. Imagine this has a block and river is flowing through this. Top and bottom widths are same. That is called as a gorge. Whereas canyon, you might have heard about canyon. Here we have a greater width at the top. We have a greater width at the top and less at the bottom. Then it is called as a canyon. So answer is B. Next one, we are moving to the atmosphere topic. This is a very easy question and very popularly asked in exam. Try to answer. Meteors burns up in which atmospheric layer? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere. Yes, for last question, Saumil Saxena is correct. B. Now answer for this. We are slowly moving towards the Indian geography. Now after this atmosphere, we'll after 2-3 questions, we'll move to Indian geography, which is more important. Tell me. So Earth, if this is Earth, we have atmosphere surrounding it, right? Because of Earth's gravity, all this atmosphere is packed and attached to Earth, and we have different layers. If you cut into one strip, this is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, then we have ionosphere, and outermost is exosphere, that is space. So only these 4 are the layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and ionosphere or thermosphere. So in which layer meteors, that means some other space objects coming into atmosphere, in which layer they gets burned up? Anyone? Correct, Saumil, good. It is mesosphere, because meteors are very hot bodies, and in mesosphere we have -80, -100 degrees temperatures, even lesser than that. So as the meteors are coming into atmosphere, as they experience the cold temperature, when the hot temperature bodies hit the cold ones, obviously they gets vanished, right? So that's why in mesosphere all these meteors that are coming inside of Earth atmosphere, they burns up. Fine. So the answer is C, mesosphere. Next one, we are clubbing environment also as part of geography. Some topics are interlinked. Okay. Now what does an albedo value of 0 indicate? First you need to know what actually is albedo. Let me explain you. Albedo means capacity to reflect back the sunlight. Let's say if there is a body, if sunlight is received and it is completely reflected back, right, it has a high albedo, right? When a body absorbs everything, all the sunlight that is coming, it has the least albedo, right? So now you tell me, for example, white has a high albedo, it can reflect back, whereas black it can attract, so it has a least albedo. Now tell me the answer. What does the albedo value 0 indicate? The surface reflects all incoming solar radiation, the surface scatters all solar radiation, the surface reflects 50% of solar radiation, the surface absorbs all incoming solar radiation. Just now I told you that albedo means capacity to reflect back sunlight, not absorb, reflect back, right? So here albedo 0 indicates that it is not reflecting at all, it is completely absorbed. So the surface absorbs all incoming solar radiation. Very good. Correct. So shadow and then sawmill both have answered well. Good. So it is D. Next, Coriolis force does not affect what? Coriolis force does not affect what? Ocean currents, wind direction, movement of projectiles, Earth's rotation speed. What is the answer? First, you need to know what is Coriolis force. If this is Earth, because of Earth rotation, not revolution, but Earth rotation, like this with around itself, the movement, the force generated because of the Earth rotation is called as Coriolis force. And why Coriolis force is happening? Because of Earth rotation, and it deviates the bodies in the northern hemisphere in right direction. It drifts the bodies in the northern hemisphere in right direction, whereas in southern hemisphere it drifts towards the left direction like this. So if you are moving in this direction, it should be actually straight. If the wind is moving straight, it shifts towards the right. Whereas if the body in the southern hemisphere is moving towards this, then it tilts towards left. Even if it is moving from this region to this region, it will be tilted towards left. Whatever the direction it may move, from this to this or here to here, it will drift towards left. In the northern hemisphere, from here to equator to higher or higher to equator, it drifts towards the right. So this is the impact of Coriolis force. Now it is saying Coriolis force does not affect what? Earth's rotation speed. Correct. Very, very good. I thought you will get confused even after the explanation. Very good. Actually, Earth rotation is causing Coriolis force. Not Coriolis force is causing Earth's rotation. It is drifting ocean currents. That means the movement of water in the oceans, wind direction also, winds also, and projectiles. That rocket is launched. You might have seen why Sriharikota is used as a center to launch the rockets or satellites, because when it gets drifted towards right in northern hemisphere, it falls into the Arabian Sea. So that's the reason. You need to interlink all these concepts. So because of Earth, there is no impact of Earth rotation speed, rather it is impacting the Coriolis force. So answer is D. Very good, very good. Next one related to cyclones. This is also geography and environment interlinked topic. Tropical cyclones generally form between. So they are asking, where do tropical cyclones occurs? Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle, near the equator, Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctica. So answer this question. I am giving you 10 seconds. Then we will. Okay. So if this is the Earth, you know, tropical cyclone means the wind that gets emerged in the oceans and move from east to west. Earth is rotating from west to east, but cyclones emerge from east to west. Okay, so they move from east to west. You might be aware, lot of cyclones emerge from Bay of Bengal and moves towards the east coast of India, Chennai, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal, in this direction. So this tropical cyclones occurs between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This is equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. So in this region only we get the cyclones. Why? Because cyclones to happen, at least 27 degrees centigrade temperature should be there to form a low pressure zone. So 27 degrees occurs only in this zone. Okay, if you go beyond Tropic of Cancer, there will be cold temperatures. So that's why there is no possibility of occurring the cyclones, right? So answer, now you tell me. C, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So answer is C. So next question, when air reaches to its dew point, which process becomes likely? This is also linked to physics as well as geography related to our cloud chapter. Answer this question. You might have physics and chemistry is very important, right? It has high weightage. Okay. So this is a physics, geography both combined topic. When air reaches its dew point, which process becomes likely? Evaporation, melting, condensation, sublimation. Very good, very good. Sawmill and Shadow Monarch has answered. Right. So what is dew point actually? Dew point is the temperature. Basically it's a temperature at which air becomes saturated. That means it has received the maximum amount of moisture. So in next case there will be a condensation, right? So condensation is the likely to occur after dew point. So answer is C. Right. Next, some people have answered even without explanation, very good. Next, Greenland. This is a widely mentioned in news because Trump want to take away this Greenland from Denmark. Denmark is now ruling with the autonomous status. So widely mentioned in news. So it can be linked to geography, oceanography as well as current affairs. So very important. Greenland, the world's largest island, is located in which ocean? Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean. So try to answer this question. So Greenland is the world's largest island. What is island? Island is the landmass surrounded by water on 4 sides. Okay. So it is surrounded by water on all the 4 sides. So in the world we have a Greenland in Atlantic Ocean, right? And this is the largest island in the world in terms of area, very important. So it is in the Atlantic Ocean. It is a fact. There is no concept as such. It is a fact. Next one, after ice caps and glaciers together, which of the following sources contains the highest amount of fresh water? So you know that oceans has the highest water, but it is a saline water. So second most is ice caps and glaciers. So you know the second, but they are asking which of the following source contains the highest amount of the fresh water after ice caps and glaciers? Groundwater, lakes, soil moisture, atmosphere. Tell me. Now we will have a lot of questions which are factual in nature. That means there is not much concept. We will moving to the Indian geography. So the answer is groundwater. You can check this. This is directly taken from NCERT. You should be aware. This is a very basic facts also in the exam. Oceans, then followed by ice caps and glaciers, then groundwater, then freshwater lakes, inland seas and salt lakes, atmosphere, and then rivers. So this is the order of availability of water on the earth. Very important. Next one, related to the tides. Tides. You might have experienced tides when you go near the oceans. Neap tide occurs when? We have two kinds of major tides, spring tide and neap tide. They are asking neap tide. Sun, moon, earth are in straight line. Sun, moon pull in the same direction. Sun, moon forms right angle with the earth. Tidal bulge are at their maximum. So tides are the water movement because of the attraction between earth, sun and moon. We have two kinds of tides, spring tide and neap tides. Spring tides occur when sun, earth, moon are in straight line. Either earth is between or moon is between. Whenever they are in straight line, it leads to the spring tides. These are the highest tides caused because of the attraction, two attractions on earth. So spring tides are the highest tides. Then we have neap tides. This occur when there is a right angle, sun, earth and moon. Sun, earth and moon. So on the right angles. So these are small waves, small tides, not waves, small tides. Spring tides are the highest tides. So from one spring tide to other spring tide, we have 14 days because moon takes to revolve around the earth of 28 days approximately. So for every 14 days you can see these two alignments, and between two neap tides also 14 days to these positions, and between one spring tide to other neap tide, between spring and neap, it is 7 days. Okay, between spring and spring, between neap and neap, it is 14, but between spring and neap or neap and spring, it is 7 days. All these questions are asked in the exam. Now you tell me, neap tides occurs when sun, moon, earth are in straight line, sun, moon pull in the same direction, sun, moon forms the right angle with the earth, or tidal bulge occur at the maximum. So very easy question if you understood the concept. The answer is C. Okay, neap tides we just saw. Next, last question from physical geography. Then we will move to the Indian geography. Identify the warm ocean current from options below. Ocean currents means horizontal movement of water around the oceans, and in different place they are called with different names. Okay. Identify the warm current from the options below. Canary current, Benguela current, Falkland current, Gulf Stream current. Most of the students ignore this topic, but there is a previous questions. Ocean currents means movement of water, ocean water in the ocean water around the earth, right? So red color ones are the warm currents, blue color ones are the cold currents. Why warm currents? Because they move from hotter region, equator, towards the higher latitudes, and those water moving from colder regions to equator region, they are called as cold currents. So I have displayed all the currents here, names are given here. Benguela current, cold current, Falkland current, cold current, right? Benguela, Falkland, both are cold current. Then Canary current, where is Canary current? Canary current is also cold current, somewhere it must have, Canary's current here. So Canary's current is also cold current. So Gulf Stream, if you see the Gulf current, this is the Gulf Stream. This is moving from equator to the higher latitude. So that's why it is a warm current. So this is a previous year question. So that is about the what? World physical geography. Now we will move to the Indian geography, where you will get lot of questions. Out of 7-8 questions that you are getting from geography, 2 to 3 questions can be from physical geography, and rest of all 4-5 questions will be from Indian geography. So solve these questions. This will be highly facts. We can go through very quickly, very high factual questions. The Tropic of Cancer passes through how many Indian states? Now you can solve easily. Correct. So Tropic of Cancer passes through 8 Indian states. You can see, they may ask you which states also. Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, Mizoram. Okay. So these are the 8 states through which Tropic of Cancer passes through. That is 23.5 degree north latitude. Very simple question. Next one, which of the following longitudes is used as the Indian standard meridian? That means we discussed longitude 0 degree Greenwich, but for us our time zone is decided based on which longitude they are asking. 75 degree 30 minutes east, 80 degree 30 minutes east, 90 degree 30 minutes east, 68 degree 7 minutes east. So already someone answered, very good. So basically it is 82.5 degree 30 minutes east. You can see it passes through Mirzapur city and through UP, MP, Chhattisgarh, Orissa and Andhra Pradesh. So these are the 5 states through which the 82.5 degree east longitude passes through. Next one, India shares its longest land boundary with which country? Pakistan, China, Bangladesh, Nepal. So very easy questions, all these are, you should answer. Correct, correct. Good. So it is Bangladesh. So with India has different neighbors, so you can see here Indian neighbors. So highest is with Bangladesh first, then second is with China, and then third is with Pakistan. Try to remember the highest, that will be sufficient. Then fourth is with Nepal, then fifth is with Myanmar, then sixth is with Bhutan, and seventh is with Afghanistan, right? So they have asked, this is a previous year question only, very simple one. Next one, the southernmost island of India located close to Sumatra in Indonesia is, so this is a civil service question in 2017, direct question. The southernmost, in other exams also there was, southernmost island of India located close to Sumatra, Car Nicobar, Little Andaman, Great Nicobar, Barren Islands. So what is the answer for this? So you can see the map, this is Indonesia, very near to this, we have a Great Nicobar. These are Andaman group of islands, these are Nicobar Islands, and 10-degree channel separates Andaman Island from Nicobar Islands, right? And Great Nicobar, this is the southernmost, where even we have Indira Point also. Great Nicobar is close to the Sumatra, which is in Indonesia. So answer is Great Nicobar. Okay, C. Next question. The outer Himalayas, that is Shivaliks, are best known for which of the following features? See, the Himalayas are divided majorly into 3 layers. This is Greater Himalayas, this is Middle Himalayas, this is Outer Himalayas, are also called as Shivaliks. So in this Shivaliks, which one is popular? Deep gorges, dunes, gorge we have seen also, right? Dunes, snow covered peak, plateau formation. Tell me. The answer is dunes. You might have heard Dehradun is located in Shivaliks only. So Shivaliks is the region where we get lot of deposition of river sediments. So it lead to formation of dunes and many cities have formed. So Dehradun one very quite example. So answer is B. Next, K2 peak, which is also called as Godwin Austen or Kogir, is located in which range? Jaskar range, Ladakh range, Karakoram range, Himadri range. Now tell me, K2 peak, Godwin Austen or Kogir peak is located in which range? Very good, Shadow Monarch, right. So the answer is Karakoram range. If you briefly let me tell you some the ranges also, so that in exam if you get, imagine this is a Himalayas. In Himalayas we have Karakoram range, then we have Ladakh range, then we have Janskar range, then we have Pir Panjal range, then we have Dauladhar range, then we have Shivaliks. So they may ask you this also to arrange from north to south. So this Mount Godwin Austen is located in the Karakoram range. Next, Gangotri Glacier, very popular question, is located in which of the following Himalayan ranges? We are discussing the physiography of India. The questions related to physiography. Shivalik Range, Lesser Himalayas, Garhwal Himalayas, Karakoram Range. So now tell me. Gangotri Glacier. So Gangotri Glacier is the origin for Ganga river as Bhagirathi. Okay. So this is located in the Garhwal Himalayas of Uttarakhand. So Uttarakhand is the state where Ganga river originates. So answer is C. You can see various glaciers also. You can just try to remember. Siachen Glacier, very popular one. Karakoram Range. Then Sasani, Spara, Biafo, all these glaciers are located in Karakoram Range. Gangotri in Garhwal Himalayas, Milam in Kumaon Himalayas, which is in Uttarakhand, Satopant near Badrinath, Kanchenjunga in Sikkim, Sonapani in Pirpanjal Range. So these glaciers are important for the exam. Try to remember. Next question. This is a current affair as well as a geography related question. Very popular. You can expect. Recently, coastline has been changed. So they may ask you, which of the following union territories has the least coastline length in India? Damandayu, Pondicherry, Lakshadweep, Andaman Nicobar Islands. I will give you 5 seconds. Try to answer this question. This is a recently changed one, right? We have recently got changed to the coastline. So very important. Very, very good. So one person have answered. It is Pondicherry has the least coastline. So this is the recently government document directly taken from Press Information Bureau. So the highest coastline is for Andaman Nicobar Island. Then we have Gujarat. Then we have Tamil Nadu. Then Andhra Pradesh. And least you can see here for the Pondicherry, where we have the just 42.65 kilometers. So very recent document, you can expect a question. Next one, very tricky question, but yeah, so those who gets application based, they can easily answer. Application based knowledge. Which of the following pairs of Indian cities lie approximately on the same latitude? Latitude means what? Equator, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. These are latitudes. These are longitudes, right? So they have given two pair of cities, Kochi, Bengaluru, Jaipur, Varanasi, Hyderabad, Pune, Nagpur, Raipur, which are located approximately on the same latitude. So again, Shadow Monarch have answered. Very good. So answer is D, that is Nagpur and Raipur. Kochi and Bengaluru, you can see here. So this is a very big map, may not be clear. Kochi is in very southern part of Kerala and Bengaluru is in the Karnataka. So here, these are not at all in the same latitude. Next option, Jaipur and Varanasi. These are little bit close but not very close. This is Jaipur, this is Varanasi. This is latitude and this latitude is very far away. Then Hyderabad, Pune, you can see Hyderabad is in Telangana, Pune is in Maharashtra. Again, these are in the different latitudes. But Nagpur and Raipur, they are located almost on the same latitude, that is 21 degree north latitude. So answer is D. So application based question to answer. D is the answer. Next, the Babar region in northern plains. Babar region is characterized by which of the following features? They are asking. See, geomorphologically, we have 4 regions in the northern plains. Babar, then Terai, then Bangar, and then Khadar. There are 4 geomorphological divisions of Himalayas. So they are asking, Babar region is characterized by presence of fertile new alluvium, marshy swampy land, deposition of coarse pebbles and disappearance of streams, presence of old alluvium with conker nodules. So you can see here. So this is Himalayas, and northern plains, how they are formed, like North Indian plains, the Delhi or Uttar Pradesh, all these are formed because of the deposition of rivers. When India was part of Gondwana, there is no Himalayas, there is no northern plains, only peninsular plateau was there. So once Indian plate has hit the Eurasian plate, then Himalayas formed, and as the rivers flown down through the Himalayas, then we got the northern plains. So this is a Babar region, as lot of boulders falls from the Himalayas, so this region is called as a Babar. Then we have the Terai. So here rivers, as there is a coarser boulders, it disappear at the bottom, right? Then Terai, we have a grassy region, and Kadar, it is the new alluvium, Bangar is the older alluvium near to the river. So they are asking about the Babar. Now you answer this question. Now try to answer, because we have already discussed. What is the answer? Presence of fertile new alluvium. New alluvium is related to the Kadar. Okay. So because it is near to the river, this is not the thing. Marshy and swampy land is filled with the grass. This is Terai. Deposition of coarse pebbles and disappearance of streams. Yes, this is correct. Older alluvium related to the Bangar. So answer is C. Good, good. 2 people have answered. Next one, Aravalli ranges causes aridity in the Thar desert. You know Thar desert, which is aridity, right? So the Aravalli ranges causes aridity in the Thar desert mainly because of what? Orographic rainfall, heavy snowfall, convergence of moist winds, rain shadow effect. This is very easy question. I won't even give explanation. You should answer it. Yes, correct. Correct. Already they have answered. So if you see India map, this is the Thar desert and Aravallis are here. So southwest monsoon, these are parallel to the Aravallis. So rain shadow zone is in the west side of Aravallis. Because of that, we have the aridity there, as it won't create any rainfall. As if Aravallis could have been like this, then they might have strike and give lot of rainfall in this region, but they are parallel to the southwest monsoon. So answer is D. Next one, which of the following landforms are commonly found in Thar desert? So in desert region, what landforms will you see? Is it a mountain? Is it a lake? So what kind of landforms will you see? Moraines, barchans, floodplain, oxbow lakes. Tell me. Yes, shadow monarchs have already answered. It is B. Moraines are in the glacial region. Moraines are in glacial regions. Floodplains through running water. Oxbow lakes again running water. You can see barchans. This sand depositions. So these shaped sand depositions are called as barchans. So these are found in the desert region, especially in Thar desert also. So answer is B, barchan. Next question, which of the following best describes the Western Ghats? Which of the following best describes the Western Ghats? Please read the statements and answer this question. So let's see, Western Ghats, if you see the southern peninsula, this is the Western Ghats and this is the Eastern Ghats. Discontinuous low elevation mountains, older and eroded mountains, continuous high elevation mountain chain formed by metamorphic rock system. What is the answer? So Western Ghats are continuous and very high elevation. Eastern Ghats are discontinuous and low elevation, right? So answer is C, continuous high elevation mountain chain. Same one more question, which of the following is a feature of typical of Eastern Ghats? Highly continuous mountain chain, heavily forested due to high rainfall, fragmented and discontinuous hills formed from volcanic lava flows. I won't even ask you the question, because just now we discussed, so it is discontinuous and fragmented. C. Next question, which of the following rivers flows through a rift valley? Rift valley means because of break, let us say if this is the valley and this got broke and then a river flows through this valley. So, which of the following rivers flows through a rift valley in Chota Nagpur region? Damodar, Mahanadi, Subarnarekha, Narmada. Now answer this question. So, the answer is Damodar river. In India, there are two rivers which flows through Rift Valley. One is Narmada, other one is Damodar, right? So, Damodar and Narmada river, but they are asking which flows through in Chota Nagpur region. So, in Chota Nagpur region, which is in the eastern India, Damodar river passes through the Rift Valley. So, answer is A. Good, few people have answered. Next question, the highest peak in Satpura range, Mahendragiri, Kalumar, Guru Shikhar, Dhubgarh. Please answer this. This is a previous question, very important one. So, for past question, it is A, okay, through Rift Valley. No one has answered, okay. So, now tell me the highest peak in Satpura. So, if you see the India's map in a brief, this is Western Ghats, this is Eastern Ghats, these are Aravalis, these are Vindhyas, these are Satpuras, okay. So, you need to know the highest peaks in different mountains. Mahendragiri, no, it is the highest peak in the Eastern Ghat region. Kalumar peak is highest peak in Vindhya region, Vindhya mountains. Guru Shikhar is the highest peak in Aravalis. Dhubgarh is the highest peak in Satpura ranges. So, D is the answer. Good. So, few people have answered it, correct. Next one, western coastal plains include which of the following regions? India has two coasts, western coast and eastern coast. So, which regions are located in the western coastal plains? Utkal and northern Sircars, Coromandel and Konkan, Kutch, Kathiawar and Konkan, then Malnad, Rayalaseema and Telangana. So, which? It's a very easy question. So, you should be able to answer it. So, in the west coast, we have a Gujarat region. This is a Kutch region, this is a Kathiawar region. Kutch, Kathiawar, both are in the west coast. Also, Konkan, which is in the Maharashtra, Goa coast. So, answer is C. Coromandel is in the east, Utkal coast in Odisha coast, northern Sircars also northern Andhra Pradesh in the eastern coast. Malnad, these are interiors, not the coastal regions. So, answer is C. Okay, so you can see the difference of west coast and east coast also in a brief. You can just go through divisions I have already discussed, and characteristic features I gave in the class notes also. You can just go through this other features also. Difference between how west coast and east coast are different. So, try to revise this. Next one, the area from which a river and its tributaries collect water is known as watershed, drainage pattern, river mouth, catchment area. Answer the question. The area from which river and its tributaries collect the water. Yes, very good. It is called as a catchment area. Watershed is called as a water divide. If two catchment areas are there, the boundary is called as a watershed or water divide. River mouth means where it joins the ocean. Drainage pattern means shape of drainage. So, those are different. So, catchment area is the area which river and its tributary collect the water. Very good. Next one, which of the following statements about Himalayan rivers is correct? We have two river systems in India, Himalayan river system, peninsular river system, both are different. So now tell me which one statements are about Himalayan river system is correct. This course is short and swift, they frequently dry up in summer, they have long courses and perennial flow, they do not carry sediments. Which one is the characteristic feature of Himalayas? Very good. So lot of people have answered. The difference between Himalayas rivers and peninsular rivers are few things. Himalayan rivers are large basin areas, they have large cores, they bring lot of sediments, they forms largest deltas, and they are perennial because even in summer season they have water from melting of ice. Whereas peninsular rivers are old, they have small drainage basins, small length, lesser sediments, right? So they have long course and perennial flow. It is a characteristic of Himalayas. Next, one more dam related question. Dams are very important, especially for civil engineers, they will ask you these questions. The Sutlej river enters India through Shipkila Pass, okay, and is fed partly by Rakas Lake in Tibet. So that means this Rakas Lake gives water to Sutlej, but that is not the question. It is known for major hydel projects. They themselves said that Sutlej is known for many hydel projects. Which of the following is located on Sutlej river? Hirakud, Tehri, Nathpa Jakri and Pong Dam. Right. So Shiva, Abhishek, few people have already answered. Very good. Nathpa Jakri Dam is located on the Sutlej river. Correct. So you can see the Indus river system also. This is Sutlej, which originates from Tibet. Then Bias tributary of Sutlej. Then we have Chenab, which joins into Sutlej. Then this is Chenab, joins into Sutlej. Ravi river joins into Chenab. Jhelum joins into Chenab. Indus water. Finally, Sutlej joins into Indus. This is the Panjnad region. Okay. Next one, the Ganga is formed at Devprayag by the confluence of. So Ganga river is formed by confluence of two rivers. Which are those two rivers? Mandakini, Alkananda, Alkananda, Bhagirathi, Bhagirathi, Pindar, Yamuna, Tons. Easy question, yes. So most of you are answering the questions. Good. B, correct. So answer is Alkananda and Bhagirathi. You can see here the Alkananda river originates, so this is the Devprayag, okay. This is Alkananda, originates from Badrinath, and Gangotri, Bhagirathi. In this place, Alkananda, blue color one, and Bhagirathi joins and forms the actual Ganga river. And you can see other rivers also, I gave in the notes also, right. So Dauli Ganga, then Nandakini, Pindar Ganga, then Mandakini originating from Kedarnath, Gangotri we have discussed, Yamunotri. So all these rivers are the head streams of Ganga. So from Devprayag it is actually called as a Ganga river, where Bhagirathi and Alkananda joins. So answer is B, correct. Next, the largest riverine island. Generally islands are located in the oceans, surrounded by water on all sides. But we have the largest riverine island, river. So a river, in between center of river we have an island called Majuli. So which river forms this riverine island? This is the world's largest, not only in India but world's largest riverine island. Ganga, Indus, Brahmaputra, Teesta. So it is in the, yes, it is formed by the Brahmaputra river. It is located in the Assam. It is located in the Assam. Okay. So answer is C. Last few more questions we have. Nizam Sagar project is built on which river? Manjira, Musi, Tungabhadra, Purna. So Nizam Sagar project is built on which river? For previous question, yes, so most of the candidates have answered. C, Brahmaputra, good. Nizam Sagar project. So people from Telangana should answer this question easily. That is located on Manjira river. It is a tributary of Godavari. Okay, tributary of Godavari river. Easy question. Next one, they have linked one question, ancient medieval history to the geography. So as you read ancient medieval all the subjects, you have to interlink the subjects, right? Questions can be from interlink of different subjects. Aihole, Pattadakal, Badami, all these are popular places of Chalukyas, Western Chalukyas, right? Chalukyas of Badami are located on the banks of which river? Tungabhadra, Penneru, Malaprabha and Moose river. So out of this, Aihole, Pattadakal, Badami, all these are regions ruled by Chalukya rurals. So on which river they are located? So here history is linked with the geography. Yes, only one person has answered RRE. Okay, that is Malaprabha, not Tungabhadra. Hampi is located on the banks of Tungabhadra. Okay, so but these are located on the Malaprabha. It is a tributary of Krishna river. Next one, Seeleru river is a tributary of which major river? Krishna, Godavari, Mahanadi, Penneru. Seeleru, Sabari, Seeleru are very popular rivers, and they are the tributaries of, it is Godavari river. Sabari and Seeleru both are very important tributaries of Godavari river. So correct. 4 students have answered, very good. So all the rivers, you can pause the video and you can check, zoom it with the high definition video. Very good. Shadow, Tota, Padma, Hare Krishna. So a lot of people have answered. So all these are rivers and their tributaries are listed in one image. Okay. Next one, dam. There is a question, one more question on dam related. Identify the incorrect pair. Tehri Dam on Bhagirathi river located in Uttarakhand. So 3 pairs they gave. Jayakwadi Dam on Godavari river located in Maharashtra. Idukki Dam located in Periyar, Kerala. Somsila Dam located on Krishna in Andhra Pradesh. So which one is the incorrect pair? This is a tricky question. Now answer the question. Let's see who will answer. Even if it matches with one state but not the river, also it gets wrong. All the 3 has to be matched. Let's see, the Tehri Dam is located on Bhagirathi, very important, and it is in Uttarakhand. This is correct. Jayakwadi Dam, which is located in Maharashtra and Godavari, this is also correct. Idukki Dam, Periyar, Kerala, this is also correct. Somasila Dam located in Andhra Pradesh, correct, but not on Krishna. It is located on Pennar river. Okay, they have changed this. So this is option is D. So nobody have answered. Maybe this is the tricky question. So please revise these things. So I am displaying all the dams which are located on the dam and then state on which river. So you can pause video and you can just go through all the important ones. This one, the next other dams, okay, then one more list of dams. So all these dams are very important for the exam. So try to quickly revise the dams. Next one, which of the following pairs are correctly matched about climate influence? So there is a question on climate related one. Bengaluru city, high rainfall due to Western Ghats withdrawal, windward direction. So Western Ghats, windward. Windward means if this is the Western Ghats and this is the southwest monsoon, this is the windward, this is the leeward. So windward, as the winds hit the mountains, they give lot of rainfall. This is the windward. This is the leeward. This asked in APPSC, TGPSC groups also recently. Mangalore, low rainfall due to rain shadow effect. Jaisalmer, large diurnal temperature. That means extreme morning, extreme high in morning, extreme low in night due to arid conditions. Leh, that is in Ladakh, maritime climate due to proximity to Indus River. So out of this, which one is incorrectly matched? Answer this. Bengaluru is in the right side of Western Ghats. It is in the center east of Karnataka region. It is in the leeward. That's why it don't receive much of rainfall. It is not on the windward. Mangalore is in the windward, the southern Kerala Karnataka coast. which receive high amount of rainfall because of the windward. This is also wrong. Leh is not at all maritime. It does not have any coast. You can eliminate. Jaisalmer, yes, it is located in Rajasthan. Because of arid region, in the morning you will see extreme high temperatures and in the night you will see low temperature, which is called as a diurnal. So answer is C. C is correct answer. So this kind of questions, if you answer, you will get edge over other students. Next one, which of the following best describes the seasonal rainfall distribution in India? You know, India receives two kind of rainfall, southwest monsoon, northeast monsoon, right? So they are asking best describes seasonal rainfall distribution. Uniform rainfall throughout the year, 80% of rainfall concentrated in the winter months, high rainfall throughout the year but low variability, major rainfall concentrated in few months of summer monsoon. Very easy question, climate related one. Yes, Hare Krishna have answered this correct. Yes, in the summer season, June and July, we get the high rainfall. Majority of Indian rainfall receives from the southwest monsoon in the summer season. So answer is D. Next, which of the following soil types is known for forming deep cracks during the dry seasons and becomes sticky when wet? From the soils chapter, there is a very easy question. Laterite soil, red soil, black soil and desert soil. What is the answer? So the answer is yes, correct. Black or rigger soil. This is also called as rigger soils. So black soils have high clay content. So that's why they get cracks when there is a lack of water, and when water is added, they get sticky. So answer is C, black soils. Correct. Prakash, Shado, Monach, Apoli. So Manamasi Puri. So lot of people have answered. Very good. So I am just displaying the soil, major 4 soil types. Just go through them quickly. Okay. So you can pause and you can just go through. Next one. Which of the following is the largest producer of iron ore in India? So which state is the largest producer of iron ore? Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand. Very popular question from minerals. So the answer is most of you, yeah, very good, Prakash. Few people have answered. Odisha is the largest producer of iron ore. Many people think it is a Jharkhand, but no. So I am just listing down. Okay, one more question we will see, and then I listed down the resources and top producer. Next question, Mumbai High is associated with which mineral resources? Coal, gold, petroleum, limestone. Mumbai High. Mumbai High is known for which reserves? Good, good. So Mumbai High is known for petroleum reserves. Okay. Now I am listing down all the important mineral largest producer. You can expect a question from this. Coal, Jharkhand, lignite. Lignite is a kind of variety of coal. So Tamil Nadu. Then iron ore, Odisha. Manganese, Odisha. Bauxite, Odisha. Mica, Rajasthan. Then copper, Rajasthan. Gold, Karnataka. Chromite, Odisha. Limestone, Rajasthan. Gypsum, Rajasthan. Salt, Gujarat. Uranium, Jharkhand. Thorium, Kerala. Monazite reserves. Granite, Andhra Pradesh. Marble, Rajasthan. Nickel, Odisha, largest producer. Natural gas, Assam, Gujarat. So they fluctuate. Okay. Assam sometimes, Gujarat every year. This year it was Assam. Crude oil, Rajasthan. Zinc, Rajasthan. Lead, Rajasthan. Uranium, Jharkhand. So all this you have to know which is the top producer. You can expect a question. Next, industries. From industries we got the question. Which of the following best defines the footloose industries? What are footloose industries? Industries that must be located near raw material due to high transportation costs. Industries that can be located anywhere. industries that are exclusively dependent on heavy machinery and large capital, industries that can operate only in urban areas due to skilled labor requirements. So what are the footloose industries? This is a definition from industries chapter. The footloose industries are those industries which can be placed anywhere irrespective of their raw material labor, like leather, mobile, computer chips. So it's a very important definition from NCERT. Okay. So footloose industries can be placed anywhere, like sugar industries for example, they need to place near raw material only, else sucrose content will be lost in the sugar cane and much sugar cannot be produced. So some industries can be placed anywhere, those are called as the footloose industries. So answer is B. Next one, last two questions from census. Census 2021 is not available because of COVID. So it will be available maybe in 2030 or 2031. So you have to follow the census data of 2011 itself. Which of the following states has the low population density according to 2011 census? Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Sikkim. Which has low population density? Population density means per square kilometers how many population or how many people are residing. Yes, very good. Lot of people have answered correct immediately. Arunachal Pradesh is the lowest density, population density state. One more question from census. Which state has the highest tribal population in numbers according to 2011 census? This is a human geography. You need to know about census also. Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh. Which state has highest tribal population? Correct. So few people have answered well. That is Madhya Pradesh has the highest tribal population. So census related data, you can just pause the video and just go through it. I have tabled here population density, top bottom states, and then tribal population, sex ratio, top bottom states, fertility rate means how many kids can be given rise by a woman in her productivity age, fertility, top bottom, literacy also top bottom, tribes also MP, we just got the question, top bottom, then state wise largest in terms of area, lowest, then urbanization, right, then slums, where are more slums, low slums, then child sex ratio, highest state, lowest states, age structure, major languages spoken. So all these are important data from the census, right? So that is about our marathon session for geography. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, please like and share our videos, right? So this is about the session. Next you will be after from 4:30 you will be having a other subject marathon session, and again evening and night also you have current affairs. Tomorrow also you are going to have marathon sessions. So tomorrow we'll meet with economy from my side, and be prepared. Whatever the questions that we discussed, try to focus on these areas and try to maximize your score. All the very best for your exam. Take care. Thank you.